welcome to another video. How art thou? It's Monday. It's gonna be a busy week. I have a lot of work I need to get done today, and it sucks because the first order is going to take me quite some time because it's a chunky boy, but you know, once it's done, it'll be pretty smooth sailing. So that's like just basically what I'm trying to tell myself. Chris and I just went out to breakfast because I'm going to Chicago this week and he's going to visit his friend. And so we're not gonna really see each other. Like, we have today, he works today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Then I'm working today, I have stuff to do tomorrow. I'm visiting with a friend on Wednesday, then we both leave on Thursday. So, since we both woke up really early today, I took it as an opportunity to go on a breakfast date. So we just got home from that and I'm gonna get back to work. Hello friends, I have about, I don't know, 10 orders left. I'm about halfway through what I needed to get done today, which feels good because we've got the big one out of the way. It's 4 o'clock. Taking like a 30-minute lunch to relax. My back is really hurting, but I heated up some of my chicken wing dip. I made it a bit. I've been like making it spicier and spicier because I'm really trying to stop being a little bitch. It's really hard to stop being a little bitch, let's be honest, but I'm trying. So, whatever. But I'm taking a break so I can eat. And then, like I said, there's like, I think 2 orders that are like $50 plus, and there's one that's 100 tier, and then the rest are smaller orders, so shouldn't be too terribly difficult. So I'm looking forward to it. I think the last like 4 or 5 orders were like they like basically like I had guaranteed a certain section of orders shipped before I leave for Chicago, and I printed some that were like past the cutoff. So if I don't get to them till tomorrow, that's okay. But that's where we're at, and I'm feeling pretty good. It's 9:30, but I did it. A good old, I started working at like 8 o'clock this morning. I did take a break in the middle, but like I would say it's probably around a 12-hour work day. But we're done. I have the 2 international orders that need to go to UPS, and I've got the whole mail bin. This is what I do. UPS doesn't go in the bin, and then the bin just goes by the door, and Chris just knows what to do with that. But I have to tell you guys, Chris did the Amazon telemed appointment today, and that shit is so clutch. It's only $50 if you don't have insurance, which we don't. And so he like went on, and it was like a 30-minute wait. Did a video call, got a prescription called in, and it's ready to be picked up. Literally the whole thing took less than an hour. Got it done before work. Didn't have to leave the house. So that's pretty cool. But I need to go lay flat because like my back is in excruciating pain. Hello my cutie pies, and welcome to my office for the day. The bed. Because I am gonna be editing videos for the first portion of the day. The second portion of the day would be filming videos if possible. The issue is that it like literally gets dark at like 2 p.m. So first things first is I do have some book videos that I need to edit and my vlog that I need to edit. I'm gonna start with my video that needs to go up today, which is my reading wrap up. And since that needs to be live in about 2 hours, it will literally take me like 15 minutes to edit. The thing that's gonna take the longest is for it to render. Especially like videos like that, there's really nothing to edit, just like any long periods of dead air. Otherwise, my videos are very minimally edited because I'm not good at it and I can't be bothered most of the time. So we're gonna do that. I also need to pack today. I slept like 10 hours last night, which is actually crazy business because Chris woke me up to McDonald's because he's a sweet angel. But I went to bed before like around midnight. Well, no, I think I slept 9 hours because I went to bed a little bit past midnight and I woke up a little bit past 9. That makes sense. So I was pooped. But we're currently experiencing that type of weather where it's like actually gonna bring this basket's clean clothes and put the rest of the clean clothes in here. Where it's like cold in the morning and the evening and then hot during the day, which is so annoying. And I feel like it really fucks with the humidity in the house, and it's just so dry in here. It's like the last 2 days I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, am I sick? Because like my nose is so stuffy, my throat's dry, whatever. And then after being awake for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's all resolved because I've been able to rehydrate and whatever, but it's just so irritating. It's also irritating having to pack for cold weather. Ugh, it's just all irritating, you know what I mean? Everything irritating. But I also need to wrap up a book because there is like a blind book swap for the Chicago Planner Convention. And I'm actually gonna use Christmas paper, of course. And I'm gonna be wrapping up this duology. Well, it's like a 10-book series, but I have the first 2 books of, I don't know what that series is called, the Sean McGuire one, and I liked the first one enough. I give it a 4, but I didn't really like the second one, and I don't care to continue. But I know that those books are really well loved, and it's like I can offload them both. But I'm gonna go get to editing because that's a pressing matter. All right, we did it, yeah. I edited, I don't know, like 5 to 7 videos. Couldn't tell ya. But it's done, and it's about 3 o'clock, 2:45. I'm gonna have lunch, and then I think I'm gonna work on, I need to make some McDonald's themed foil for me and Andrea and like some Chicago Planner Conference stuff, because we're gonna be leaving here. And so I want to have these things done for us. So I'm gonna work on that today. I do deeply need to make a new melting basket, but it's a problem for later, Hannah. We're gonna do the same one I did in here last night. The Snickerdoodle Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel. Oh my god. It's next level. Even Chris was like, oh my fucking god. Such a good one. But so we're gonna go put this in the warmer and have lunch, and then after we're done with lunch I'm gonna make those stickers for Andrea and I, and then I think I'm gonna move into working on D&D, and I think that'll basically be my day. Tomorrow I may give Chris the requirement that he needs to get these dishes done before we leave on our trips. But tomorrow, I probably won't vlog a lot. I'm gonna try and be brave and take you guys to Chicago, but like, I'm a chicken, okay? I'm just a baby. I'm just a girl, but I'm barely now I'm grabbing something out of the dishwasher that's clean. But basically, tomorrow is gonna be my day of hanging out with my friend Liz, and I haven't seen Liz in over a year. I did not see her the last time I went home. I saw her the time before that, but it just like didn't work, and we were there for like my grandma's funeral and whatever. So I'm so excited to get to spend tomorrow with her. Girls' Day, woo woo, woot a woot. So that just means that the only like downside is I have to get everything done today. I did my packing. I did actually go and order some like flared leggings, just because I think they like look cuter than like skinny ones. So I did order that. It'll be here tomorrow AM between like 4 AM and 8 AM. So before I even leave the house, it'll be here, which is great. And then, sorry about the microwave, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Do need to choppity chop up some onion. It seems like such an annoying thing to get out the whole big ass cutting board for, but like all of the smaller ones are dirty. So big ass cutting board it is. But what was I even talking about? Oh, so yeah, I'm really excited to just be able to hang out with her and have like a day for the two of us. I don't really know what the plan is. All I know is she's here with her whole family. That's why I'm just like only seeing her tomorrow. They're on a family trip to Texas. And so her husband, his name's Nick, he has a friend that lives in Texas. So they've been doing like stuff just as a family, stuff with him, so on and so forth. And so like, I think, cause she has two sons and they're like college age, kind of wild. I'm pretty sure her younger one just graduated high school, which is crazy because he was like 8 when I met him. Crazy business. So I think they're probably doing something like a boys type of day, but we have our girls day, and I am just so excited. I think like he's dropping her off at like 10:45 because I should be home by like 10:30. And we'll probably, if she's hungry, she has a very like specific schedule she has to eat on just due to like, she has Crohn's disease. So if she's like in need of breakfast, we'll do that. Otherwise, we can go book shopping, we can just kind of hang out, whatever, we'll figure it out. And probably get like lunch, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, I don't even know how long we're hanging out for. I just was like, I have the whole day free, basically. So, that worked out wonderfully, splendidly, magically. And then we leaving. I just went and made an additional table mate gift because me and Andrea are not like making them for each other because like my table mate gift is a Shine foil bundle in cotton candy. And like, yeah, she'll think it's pretty, but like unless she has a specific need for it, she doesn't just like have a big collection of stuff because she can just call me up and be like, yo, Hannah, bring this to me. So, due to that, and same with her, like whatever she's doing I'm sure is really cute, but if I really wanted it, I could just be like, hey bitch, I want that. Rather than like traveling with it, getting it wrinkled, whatever. So, but then she's like, what if they like for some reason don't seat us together, even though like it's both in our request to sit with each other? Like that was our only request. We said we don't care what table, just put us together. But like, there's always a chance. So suck your toe all the way to Mexico. Basically, she was like, I'm just bringing, and because there's 10 per table, and so I had made 8. And she's like, I think I'm gonna bring 9 just like in case. And I was like, okay, I'll bring 9 too, just in case. So, you know, I got that done today as well as they're doing like a blind book swap, I believe is what it's called. So basically I took the Wayward Children series. I have books 1 and 2, but like I'm not continuing the series. I gave book 1 I think a 4, but then I gave book 2 a 2, and I'm just like, I don't care. This series is too long for me to not be like super invested in it. So I was like, well, they're both like skinny books and they're like really well loved by most people, so I like wrapped them up together for that, and it's really cute. But I'm gonna eat this and then get the stickers done for me and Andrea, and then work on duh and duh. Maybe I'll do it the opposite way. I think I'm gonna do it the opposite way because once it gets dark in here, I don't want to do shit. And you know how daylight savings goes. It's practically dark out at like 2 p.m. So I'm gonna do D&D first. Okay, here's the 2 sheets that I made for us: a McDonald's sheet and a Chicago Planner Conference sheet. I got the world's most boring Amazon package at the door. Figured I would share with you guys. I was gonna do D&D, but then I felt like I couldn't focus because I knew I had to do the other thing, so I swiftly moved. The way that this box is so big for what's in it is actually crazy business. There's like 1/8 of the way filled. Ugh, so dumb. So wasteful. Like, this huge box just has like 6 packs of cookie mints in it. Crazy business. And then smaller pack has tape. Really fun times, I know. But I'm waiting for the foiler because I turned it off. So I wasn't gonna do this next, so I gotta wait for it to heat up again. It's a pack of tape that I get. Oh, this is just cutting mats. This whole big box. Like, this is what's in, you see? You guys can really tell. See how big this box is, right? This is what's in there. That's it. Just this. It's actually crazy business. But, okay. I know for the McDonald's one, I think I'm gonna do like gold of some sort. Gold. That's not. Maybe we'll do confetti gold. Could be cute. I feel like that gives French fry. It's giving French fry, okay? And then the planner convention art. I know I have the like kit, like not the journaling kit that's packed away in my suitcase, but I have like the kit that's in here. It's like very hot pink energy. So maybe I'll do pixie magenta for that. I think that'll work out great. So now I can focus on D&D because I just need to foil and cut and then we're done. I gotta wait for the foiler to heat up. Okay, friends, it's 5 o'clock and we finished. I'm so freaking excited. Oh, but just like reading through, like rereading, and I've reread it like 8 times, the recap of last session, I'm just like, yeah, it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited, truly. I'm gonna upload my vlog because I was waiting for her to render. So now I'm gonna upload that. And I'm gonna call my dad because I was supposed to call him today. I told him I was gonna call him today and I forgot till now. So there's that. Set, scheduled. What the fuck? Hello. The sun is scheduled to set in about 30 minutes. I think I might go sit outside and read for like 30 minutes. I think that sounds nice. Hello friends. Whoa, that's kind of scary. If I end up filming in Chicago, it's gonna be phone vlog because ain't no in hell I'm bringing my camera. I'm a lazy piece of shit. Maybe I will, if I can remember where I put it. I'll bring the tripod for my phone. We'll like half-ass it, but it's been a super great day. Basically, Liz came over and we went to get Mexican food. Did I talk about this already? I feel like I did. I don't know. But we got food, we went shopping, we did all the things. We just like hung out. It was just like really nice to just like chit chat and catch up. I love that girl. Can't believe we've been friends for like 10 years now. It's actually crazy business. We met like 10 years ago at my payroll job. So that was, it's just like really insane when we think about it like that, because like I was such a baby when I started there. And it's just wild, but it was so nice to get to like see her and catch up and hang out, and they're having such a great time on their trip, which I'm super happy about as well, you know. So it's just been a really fun day. And oh, I forgot I have my cake. I do need to eat that tonight because it will not be good by the time I get home. We got nothing but cake, which is obviously scrump diddly ump. So put that in here. We did our shopping, but yeah, so it is currently, I don't have my phone, like 10:30. I don't know. I have to get up. I have to get ready to leave for the airport in about 4 hours. And I have about 4 hours left in. I have like 3.5 hours left in my Kindle book. So obviously my plan of action is just gonna be to like finish my book. I'm just not planning on sleeping, which like to most people kind of is probably psychopathic energy. But the issue for me is that if I like sleep like a small amount, like 4 hours, if I fall asleep, I'm not gonna fall asleep right this second. Like I'm not tired right now. So by the time I fall asleep, it would be like such little sleep that whenever I wake up, I would end up just kind of feeling sick to my stomach. And that just like seems like a worse option, IMO. So here we are. We're just gonna like do our best. Actually, kind of a tummy ache right now, but it's like fine. It's all good. It'll be all good. But I am kind of excited for tomorrow. I'm not like not excited. It's one of those things where like a planner convention, I feel like I have to be on, you know, like, rather than being chill. So, you know, I just know it's going to be a little bit draining, but it's going to be fun. I'm very, very, very excited for the International McDonald's and to see the vibes and to hang out with my bestie girl. That's like obviously the best part, is we always have fun when we're together, and I'm sure it's gonna be so fun. I'm just like a little bit anxious about it, I guess, is probably the best way to put it, because I don't know what to expect, and when I don't know what to expect, it gets me anxious. But I'm gonna go finish my book, eat my cake, and chill. Bye. Remember when I said I was gonna maybe vlog? I didn't at all. So the week you guys are saying this is the week before Thanksgiving, question mark. I'll be going to Dallas the week you guys are seeing this. Oh my god. But we are back from Chicago, so I figured I would talk to you guys about my trip while we unpack. I feel like that's pretty good use of my time. I did get these new Jimmy Jammies. I'm trying to like pull down the bottom so I can like show you. They were on sale at Target for $15. They have this like super cute like Christmas pattern. Me and Andre got them matching because Target was having a 40% off sale, and this whole set was only $15, and it's so cute. So the day we got to Chicago, Andrea and I were pooped, okay? I'm gonna put my toiletries back in there. My makeup can go in the bathroom. We were pooped, so we literally got to our hotel. Well, we got there. And I think we did go to, was it that day that we went to Target? I gotta find my phone so I can look at my plans. I'm like, I don't know what we did. This is my travel phone charger, so I can just stay in here. I took notes on our days for my planner. Okay, so we took the train from the airport back to the hotel. Oh my god. Got so many good goodies to show you. But then we went snack shopping because basically Andrea had sponsored 2 tables, and the whole theme of the convention was keep it simple, and she was like, whenever I'm at conventions, the thing I want while sitting there is some snacks. So we went to Target and we just got like a shit ton of snacks for the tables. Honestly, like, well, we were sitting at our table, I'm like, dang, I wish I had some of those snacks. You know, we got like chips, cookies, candies, sodas. It was so good, so great. But I also got these PJs while I was there, and then Andrea has kind of converted me to the EOS lotions, and they came out with Christmas scents, and I did smell this one like in the full size at Walmart, and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. And she's like, I haven't seen it. We'll have to smell them at Target. Obviously we can't buy them. And then they had the mini versions, but y'all, this, if you see this lotion, caramel cashmere, buy it. It's literally next level, and the lotion is so good because it like the scent of it stays on your hands, and it's like the perfect texture, not too thick, not too greasy. I have my hat because it was cold, but anywho, so we did that, and then we went to it was like a restaurant in the hotel. It was like an Irish pub called Kitty O'Shea's, but it's so funny because whenever we first passed it, Andrea was like, oh, we could go there, Kitty O'Shea's, and I'm like, sweetie, that says O'Shea. And she was like, oh. So then, obviously, naturally, we just refer to it as Kitty O'Shea's going forward. But we went there, and they had really, really, really good potato leek soup. Oh my god, so delish. But then we literally went back to the hotel, and we slept for like 4 hours. And then we went to this diner called 11 City, which was a little bit expensive, but it's really good. I got like challah bread French toast, chocolate chip, and it was delish. There's like other random shit in here, like a rope tampon, a package of hair ties, some water flavoring packets, and a Grinch lotion. That's gonna stay in the bag because that's like my travel stuff. This was a pen that we got for free, and it's like it's almost like a fine tip Sharpie pen, but it's like navy. And it's a Chicago Planner Conference. And then I bought this set of 3 pens. I did not buy a ton of stuff at the conference, but they're like these bright colors. This one says, I'm fine, it's fine, everything's fine. So I thought those were cute. One of our table mates brought like some different countries snacks. They were from the UK. Some of these are from them, some of them are not. This is Canadian Coffee Crisp. I bought that for Chris because I don't like coffee. Some caramel wafers, some jammy Dodgers, some chocolate biscuits. Delish. But anywho, so then we went to there, then we literally came back to the hotel, and then I read my book and I went to sleep. That was literally it. Friday, we woke up in the morning, we went back to 11 City Diner, and I got a bagel, which was really delish. This is just a bunch. The amount of swag is absolutely nutso. Oh my god, this was one of the table sponsors had this really amazing bag on our table. It has like about 8 million pockets, and I'm obsessed with it. So we love that. But basically, so we went to 11 City Diner, and then we wanted to go like bopping around and shopping, and like Andrea is a wayfinder, as we call her. She is Moana, and I am Hey Hey, truly. And I can show you guys, I did a couple of spreads in my junk journal. Got this one, and I've been like working on doing like these little flappity doodas, trying to be like a fancy girl. Got this one. None of them are completely done. Got this one. This one has like my badge. It's so funny because it says my name and then it says at Scribble Prints Co. And so we just thought that was like funny the whole time. Anywho, that's my journal. You think I'm this? So anywho, so she's a wayfinder, and she realized that using Ubers are so expensive there, but we like became locals essentially because we just started deeply using the subway, and not the subway, like the train system. Some of it was the subway, but we started using the train system, and honestly we're killing it using the train, and it was so easy. And so we got like a day pass for the train because it was literally like $5 for the whole day. Each Uber was gonna be like $40. So honestly amazing. Oh, I got this super cute bandana at the rodeo. It's really cute. So we have that. But yeah, so we did what I refer to as bopping and shopping. First it's kind of chilly, and we had time to kill before. It was called like Atlas something, like it was Fountain Pen Day. I don't really know. So we were going there, and so we needed to kill some time. stuff on the bed is stuff that just needs to be put away, and I'm just throwing dirty clothes that way because most of these stuff is not actually dirty. Truly, I packed way too many like outfits, but it's fine. So we went to Dunkin' Donuts because it was on the way, and Andrea wanted to get the Wicked Munchkin tin. So she got that, as well as getting our first of many peppermint mocha hot chocolate, and it became like our thing that we got every day, and it was so good and so fun. Dunkin' really reminds me of home. We don't really have Dunkin' here. There's like 2, and so, you know, it's not as popular of a thing here, but it was so fun and so delish. So we did that, and we went to that stationery store, and then we went to a different stationery store called like Paper and Cloth, or paper and pen, paper and pencil, I don't know. There was a paper involved for sure. Okay, and then we went to a super fun bookstore. Oh, I also, for my book swap with my friends, I finished that cabinet, but we went to this really cute bookstore called Unabridged Books. Here's the like bookmark. It's really cute, and I did pick up 4 books. I picked up this one, which is called The Devil She Knows by Alexandria Belfleur, My Road Trip with a Vampire by Jenna Levine, or Levine, I don't really know, I'll Be Home for Christmas by Janie Bayless, and Falling Into Place by Allison Ashley. So that was a tons of fun. Then we came back to the hotel, and we did register. We got like our badges, and then we went and set up Andrea's tables. And then we went to Kitty O'Shea's. Then we did some shopping because like the vending opened, and we did that. And then we went to the blind book swap, where basically I'm gonna get all of like the pens out of my like bin here, but oh, I also got this pen for free at the stationery thing. You like spun a wheel, and whatever it landed on you got like for free, which is pretty cool. So I got this magnet at my table. I'm gonna put it on the refrigerator. It's really cute. It's got like steam buns. But anywho, so basically you brought oh my god, my brain. You brought a wrapped up book. I brought like books 1 and 2 of the Wayward Children series, and then like you put it on the table based on the genre that it is, and then you got like a ticket, and then whenever your ticket, like I had a blue ticket, and I had a pink one, Andre had blue, and whenever your ticket color was called, literally so many chapsticks and lotions, I could not be happier. And I got like multiple midi liners we love, but basically you got to go and just like pick what genre you want, grab a book, and it was super duper fun. And I picked one that said it was a sports romance, and it had like, oh, I also got these tabs, which I thought were really fun. It had this bookmark in it, and here was my ticket. I don't know if I put my ticket in my junk journal, but I got this book, The Charlie Method. It's book 3 in the series, which is like slightly annoying to me, if I'm being honest with you, because now I have to go and buy the rest of the series, but it's fine. It's all good. So I do have that as well. So many pens. I do love a pen though. So love. So then after the shopping, we went back in the book swap, we went back to our room, read, hung out, whatever. Saturday, we got our Dunkin' in the morning, and we had day 1 of the Chicago Planner Conference. We got lunch with Tiki from Aura Estelle. And then we ended up going to Kitty O'Shea's again for dinner. It was, at this point, the day we got there and the day after, the weather was like 45, 50 and sunny. But at this point, it became rainy and cold and wet and miserable weather-wise, not like vibes-wise. Like we were still having a blast, just like the temperatures be dropping, okay? And so we walked to like this other indie bookstore. I didn't get anything. The vibes of it were giving the same vibes as like I feel like this is like a very niche thing and you're either going to get it or you are not going to get it, but it gave me the same feeling as being, I feel like I made such a bigger mess than anything. Gave me the same feeling as being in Bed Bath & Beyond, because like the books were literally like 8 miles tall on the ceiling. And it was giving me heart palpitations, and I did not like that. So I did not get anything, but Andrea did. But I need to pull down my shorts for sure. So many new pens. Just put them here. So we did that, but then it started raining, and we're just like, I don't know about like walking around in cold rain. Like that just sounds not fun, truly. So we moved on, simply, to going back to the hotel and just hanging out. And then the next morning, I didn't write anything that happened Sunday. I'll fill that in a moment. But basically, Sunday was kind of a shit show because we woke up to basically news/info that, well, we already knew about the news/info about the government and like all of the shutdowns with that were probably, possibly, maybe, you don't know really, going to negatively impact flights. And a lot of flights were going to be delayed, canceled, whatever. So we kind of expected that to be the case. We were prepared for that to be a possibility. And then the weather changed from it being like it was gonna be like cold, but there was like a 35% chance of snow total for the whole trip. So then it changed to there just being like a 12 to 18 inch snow warning, which, as somebody who grew up in the north, that didn't really like super stress me out, because I'm like, if they're saying that much snow between like 9 p.m. and noon the next day, I'm like, that's like a lot of hours for like the snow to like happen. So it's not gonna be like that serious of a situation because they'll have time to clean it up. It's not like it's gonna be 12 inches in an hour. It's like maybe an inch an hour, which, again, if you didn't grow up in a snowy climate, that probably sounds absolutely bonkers, but as somebody who did, that seems pretty whatever to me, you know? So we toyed with the idea of changing our flights. We looked into it, but it was gonna be like $800 to change the flights, and to get a hotel room for the night would be like $200 something. So like, it just like mathematically did not in any way, shape, or form make sense to like stay or to leave. So we were like, okay, well, we're not gonna do that. We're not, I just dropped the freaking magnet. We're not gonna leave. We will stay. Begrudgingly, and we did. And then I'm like, okay, our flight for the night was for the next day at 10 a.m. and I'm like, okay, like we'll see like what happens whenever it's time to check in. It's time to check in. I check in for my flight, literally no problem. Then we go to the conference, we do the shopping, we start talking to like a bunch of friends, a bunch of people. Everybody's so nice, love that. We're talking to everybody and having a great time. And we're like gonna be going to meet some of Andrea's friends for dinner was at 4. But we're like, we'll meet you at 4. Great, whatever. During this time, it basically, our flight gets canceled. And we're like, good, great, lovely. So we're scrambling, and like, it did not, usually like when your flight gets canceled, it'll just automatically rebook you, but because so many people's flights were canceled, it did not automatically rebook us. It's like, I'm looking for a solution, is what it like said on the thing. And probably like 15 minutes later, I'm also gonna be making this my junk journal bag. But basically, like, however many days later, or hours later, well, back up. So, I'm sorry, my brain is literally mashed potatoes. But basically, we get notice that our flight's canceled, and we're able to eventually rebook it, which is great. And we're kind of going back and forth between what we want to do to rebook it, because we've got multiple options. There's options for the next morning, there's options for the next afternoon, blah, blah, blah. But there also happens to be an option for that day. Or, yeah, on Sunday at 8 p.m. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna cancel our dinner plans and go. We're like, we'll go get lunch now because, like, we need to eat something because we haven't eaten anything. I think we had went to Dunkin' for breakfast or something. We got, like, hot chocolates. So we're like, we absolutely have to get food somewhere. So we stopped to go we went back to 11 Diner. We got food. We go back to the hotel and we pack up. And we're like, basically, like, the plan was we were gonna like junk journal more. Like, Andre had been junk journaling, but my plan was like that evening I was gonna junk journal, which was going to like remove a lot of stuff from my suitcase. So we're like, okay, well, we're just gonna leave now. So we're like jam packing our suitcases. Like, they're busting at the freaking seams, filling up these suitcases, trying to get the fuck out of here. As we zip our suitcases, put on, and we have layers on. Like, I was wearing my Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt or I was wearing a tank top with my Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt with a big sweatshirt over it because I did not have room for all of my stuff. So I'm having all of these different sweatshirts on, all of these clothes, pants, socks, whatever, a hat. I'm really decked out for the season. I look at my phone, and 2 minutes ago I had gotten a notification that our flight was canceled. That we literally had just gotten packed up for. So, we aren't leaving. We're trapped. And so Andrea, she thankfully brought her laptop because she had like a lot of work she needed to get done. And so, obviously, like, she's got a bigger operation, bigger amounts of things that needs to get done. So she's just kind of like working. We're able to rebook for the next day at 8-something p.m., which was fine. I feel like now the question a lot of like, where are you guys staying? We still had our hotel for that night because we were originally supposed to leave on Monday at 10 a.m. and now we were leaving Monday at 8 p.m. But the thing is then we have to check out of our hotel in the morning. So that's its own can of worms, where basically we had to do that. And then like we were planning on taking the train because the cost of Ubers was wackadoodle. The day before, like when we were going to be going at like 8 p.m., I looked up an Uber and it was going to be like $90. I think it was a combo of the weather, because this is when it was starting to get bad, as well as there was a Bears Giants game happening nearby. But regardless, I was like, no. And she's like, okay, well, like maybe we can take an Uber to the train station. And I'm like, oh, perfect. What a great plan. No. The Uber to the train station, which was 0.6 miles away, was $40. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really think that's gonna happen. So we're like, okay, we'll walk. But like, thankfully they didn't start walking before our flight was canceled, because that would have just been bad news bears. But anywho, so the next day, an Uber to the airport, which was like 45 minutes away, was like $40. And I was like, and it was like snowing and wet, and it was with the wind, because Chicago is the windy city. So with the wind, the like real feel temperature was straight up like, I think it said it felt like 8 degrees yesterday morning. So I was like, I don't really want to walk around in 8 degrees in the snow with all of our shit. And Andrea's like, yeah, like, she's like, absolutely not. So we called an Uber. The Uber it came to get us, but we were basically just like sitting at the airport. Our flight was at, I think, like 6:35 p.m. So we just sat at the airport for like, I don't know, 7 hours waiting for our flight. And then we get on our flight, and apparently, like, we sat there not moving for an hour on the plane. And the pilot gets on and is like, yeah, there's like an issue. He's like, it's not like a mechanical issue, so like, don't stress, basically. But apparently there's like some sort of netting that holds the like undercarriage luggage in place, and the like latch for the net broke or something. So they had to call the mechanics to fix that before we could leave. So, and we're just like, I wanna go home. Crazy business. So, we're dealing with all of that, and then we get in the air. I don't know where you guys cut me off because it's no longer recording because I talked for way too long. But, yeah, basically we're on the plane for freaking forever. They're like, oh yeah, we gotta call Dallas to confirm some things. And we're like, my guy, we aren't even in Dallas. What do you mean? So, that was that. And then I got home last night to my bed around midnight. And it was a long ass day. A long ass day. But, yeah, so I just finished putting my stuff away. We're gonna go start the laundry. But yeah, it was really fun. I do think we're gonna probably go back next year. And Chicago is such like a fun city. I do quite enjoy just like Chicago as a whole. It was great. The thing is, it's like I just feel as though November's kind of like a 50-50 chance on the whole weather situation. But it's like, whatever. It was fine. It was fun. Andrea was actually really, I told her it was her fault. She cursed us because she had said the day before the snow situation, oh my god, wouldn't it be like so cool if we saw snow? Because she's been living in Texas for like ever, like over 10 years. And it's only like really snowed here one time. She hasn't seen snow barely like once in the last decade. And I'm just like, oh no. I truly don't want to see snow again for as long as I live, because of how much it snows back home for me. Like, yeah, it snowed a lot in Pennsylvania, I'm sure, but like, Syracuse is its own beast. Like, that fucking lake effect is crazy business. I'm gonna leave this top on, but I'm gonna change into some pants because it's kind of chilly up in this house. It's like, I don't know, 60 something in here. But I'm not turning on the heat. It's just not happening because it's going to be 80 tomorrow. So, it seems like a no, but. So this will be the fit. But today's plan of action is that I am going to do my reading updates because I have quite a lot of books I need to do reading updates on. And I'm going to start with that. And then I do need to work on new releases. this week. So I have all day today to do whatever. I have tomorrow until 7, so that's when I'm doing D&D, but that's pretty much all day. And then Thursday, today's Tuesday, right? I'm not all fucked up. Tuesday, yeah. I have all day Thursday to do whatever. Friday is my mom's death anniversary. So we're gonna be just like taking that day off to be sad, decorate for Christmas, whatever. Saturday, I think it's at 3, I have Andrea's junk journaling event. I just gotta double check the time. But other than that, I don't have anything going on. And then I have all day Sunday. And in that time, I do need to get new releases done. And then I think that following week, we leave for Dallas. But I plan on getting open orders done prior to that. And yeah, that's basically the setup. I'm gonna go do my reading updates. Y'all, I'm doing a video for my like what's it called, like Sisterhood of the Traveling Book situation, and I fear the video is going to be 5 hours long because I just spoke for like 40 minutes about one book because I'm doing it with spoilers, because like we have all the tabs and all the things, and oh my god, literally I think it's gonna be like a 5-hour video, but that's fine. Maybe I'll do like a part 1 and a part 2. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll make it 5 parts. Maybe I'll just do one video for each of them. Doubtful, but we will see. I'm kind of chilly, so throwing this on. And now that that is done, I think we're gonna go fill in my planner because that's a necessity in life. And I do need to do my bullet journal this week at some point, sooner rather than later. So I may start working on stuff for that, as well as like my scripts and stuff. I need to switch the laundry. And I'm gonna do an Instagram story. I haven't done one of them in quite some time. You know what I mean? I need to put up my office because it's like hoarding very light in here. I'm gonna need to film 2, I think my plan of action is to get everything done for my book journal. Tomorrow morning, film my book journal and my 2 plan with me's that I'll have to film. I think it's 2 or 3. And film the unboxing of the Advent after talking to my dad on Wednesday. And Thursday, have it be a full Black Friday release design day all day Thursday. From the time I wake up to the time I go to bed on Thursday. Friday, we take the day off. Saturday, in the morning, I can film, or no, I'll probably make whatever I'm making for the junk journal event, and then Sunday I can film and take photos of new releases. I think that's the plan. And then I don't remember what day we leave for BGG Spring. We either leave Monday or what are the dates of BGG Con 2025? BGG Con. Oh my god. What are the dates of BGG? The 19th through the 23rd. Starts on Wednesday. So, I don't know if we're gonna leave, which day we're gonna leave, but work on those orders, and I'm gonna get anything open done between that week and the next week. But I need a beverage because I'm gonna die. And yeah, I did all of my like updates for my book videos. Really doing God's work out there, truly. But yeah, Chris is at work. I'm home. I'm gonna go work on my book journal, which I hate making stuff for. It takes so GD long. Okay, first things first, I'm the realist, and I need to write down the weeks for December so that I can plan this stuff out, like my kits, for Holly Jolly Times. I don't know that I even have all of my Christmas kits. I feel like I do. I feel like I absolutely don't. Maybe they're over here and I have not hauled them. Always a possibility around these parts. No, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna film the haul clip. BRB. I need you. Okay, that took 5 minutes to film the haul clip, as they typically do. I do think I will be filming a perfect pair whenever I get to the filming portion of all of this. This is my junk journal stuff that I can go put with the junk journal stuff, you know. Okay, so I need to figure out what week I have up to in my planner done. The 30th of November, so well, that works out January, or not January, December. Okay. We have got the 1st through the 7th, which is gonna have Lila Party. And then we have got the 8th through the 14th, the 15th through the 21st, the 22nd through the 28th. I think that's all I'm gonna do because I don't have my New Year's stuff yet, so I can't even if I wanted to, basically, can't pull for that week. So I just won't, you know? You know. So here we have got this one, this one, this one. That's Christmas, that's Christmas. Okay. Then anything in here that's Christmas I need to pull out as well. Okay. Also might just not, I might still have an open order with SPC that I don't have. Actually, what's the Stranger Things release dates? That's another thing I need to look at. Stranger Things release dates. I think part of it's releasing in December. The 31st. Okay, so that would be that week that I don't have. I'm not doing. The week of New Year's is also technically Stranger Things week, but I just don't think I'm gonna use that. Okay, we've got Accio Christmas. That's Christmas. Tis a Christmas. We've got Home Alone. Hogsmeade. Merry and Bright. Winter Bookshop. Okay. It's definitely not. I definitely am like have an open order because I know there's like the Barbie Christmas one. Or not, yeah, Barbie. Barbie and that marker. But I'm using that in January for when my dad's here, so it doesn't really matter. I think we have enough here. We only need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have 10. So we're good. What do I want to use for the actual weeks of Christmas? I think obviously this. And maybe this will be like my actual Christmas spreads. I think that's good. And then maybe breaking that up like the week prior, having some less Christmassy colors. Then maybe we'll do like a pop culture-y week. And then maybe this. Okay. Christmas market and Hogsmeade, you're gonna have to wait for another year. My only issue is that anything that's for this year or that I have to do for a perfect pair has to not go in yet. Or maybe I'll put it in and then I'll pull it out once I have the foil. That's, I guess, probably the best plan of action. You know? So I'm gonna take the ones that I don't need for the perfect pair out of the cellos so that I have an easy time distinguishing that. I think is probably my best plan of action. This I still need to do a perfect pair for, and this I need to do a perfect pair for. So those are cool to stay in the cellos. Y'all, I'm so glad to be home. You don't even know. the way in which, like, I am not somebody who like gets homesick, but the way in which like just the up in the airness, I don't really know what's better, like the feeling of everything being up in the air like it was literally giving both Andrea and I so much anxiety that like it was all consuming, truly. Which is like not fun. And I think I'm gonna wait to upload the perfect pair until I think that will come out on Black Friday to help with some shopping, you know. I think that would be perfect for that. So be prepared for that to be coming out for Black Friday, on Black Friday. Almost all the kits for my Plan With Me planner do not need to be pulled back out. But almost all of them for my everyday planner do, which makes sense. Because usually if it's like I'm reusing art, I'm gonna do it in my Plan With Me planner, because I already used it in my other planner, you know? So. I have a couple of kits that just need to be put away, but okay. So now that that's done, I'm gonna start working on my book journal, my kit lineup, and everything that is gonna need to be foiled and cut, and all of that bullshit. I was just picking at my forehead, so ignore that. But I just finished printing everything besides it. I still gotta do the fan art for my book journal, but I'm trying to do everything that's gonna be on clear paper, and then we'll switch to the other stuff. So I'm gonna do my kit lineup here after that stuff is done, but first I think I need to eat something for lunch because I'm kind of starving to death, if I'm being honest with you. So I gotta assess what we have in this home, because I did eat like half of a nothing bunny for breakfast. Health. But I just don't know what I want for lunch. I wish I had my car so I could just go get something, because we don't really have like the greatest selection of things, having been gone. I was going to go grocery shopping yesterday because originally, it's past November 6th, so this one's bad. I was to make mac and cheese, but we were originally meant to get home yesterday by like noon. Okay. So I would have had plenty of time to get the groceries, but the universe said no. So the thing that sucks about mac and cheese in particular, I don't know what it is. It's obviously like, I mean, I know that it has to do with all the carbs and whatnot, but I eat a lot of things with a lot of carbs. It makes me so sleepy, but beggars can't be choosers, and that's what we have. Chris did call me and said work was going pretty good today. He had a pretty easy route, and this is going to be done fairly early today. He won't like probably get out super early, because usually if somebody finishes, he said he only had like 120 stops. Usually he has like 180. So, and it's usually if they give you really low amounts, it's because it's like in the middle of nowhere, but he said it like also was not in the middle of nowhere, so very, does not feel clean. So, I'll probably ask him to do some rescuing if he's done too early. So, we'll see. But, yeah. Doing the worst of the work. Not like the worst, it's like bad. It's just, it's very time consuming. But I love how like, I have so much fun doing it, but just when I have a lot of stuff that needs to get done, I feel a little stressy working on my book journal. But like I told you guys, I have a pretty good plan for this week, so I do feel pretty confident in the way I have everything set up, you know what I mean? And there are things like my filming tomorrow it could take me significantly less time and I could get jump started on printing and organizing orders, like I'm mentally preparing for everything to take longer than it probably will, except for today. Getting all this stuff prepped for all of these other things does in fact feel like it'll take almost all day, but hey. Also, a lot of the orders that I have done or have to do are pretty small because it's like pre-Black Friday orders, so it's kind of like the last minute things you gotta snag before that you need ASAP. So, you know, but I'm gonna bid you adieu because you guys are gonna die. I've already killed one battery today, and this is my bad battery, so it's gonna cut me off. So, I'll TTYL. Hello, friends. It is 11:30 and Chris and I played some Mario Kart and kind of hung out for a bit because I missed him. But I'm about to go make myself something to eat, aka probably just a sandwich. Maybe just grab some chips. I don't really know. All I know is I'm hungry. I had that mac and cheese at like 2 and I haven't eaten anything since. So there's that, but Chris did end up getting home quite early, but I had to finish up some work and it was like a whole thing. Honestly, I will admit, I've been kind of snippy the last, like, since being home, and I think I am incorrectly expressing my emotions, if you know what I mean. Like, because I'm feeling depressed, I'm like channeling it into irritation. So there's that, but I did get everything done that I needed to get done today. I got done all my book journal stuff. It was done around like 7:30. I got that all done. I got the scripts done. I got the stuff for whatever my book journal is. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna call my dad, put laundry away while I talk to him, tell him I gotta go because I'm gonna need to film all of my videos and then edit all of my videos. I think that'll be like the perfect use of the time before I have D&D. And I gotta do the maps for D&D, but that won't take much time at all. I'll probably do that also while I'm on the phone with my dad, you know. So that's the plan of action. Okay, y'all, I just did my book journal and I don't know if I'm getting sick or what, but like my throat is tired. I need to see how many pages this took. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. Okay, so I should have like just barely enough pages in my journal. I can show you guys my favorite page in my journal. Is this one, I think? Looks so good. But I need to let my cameras charge. So I'm gonna take a break. It's like 1. I need to film 2 plan with me's, a perfect pair, and a kit lineup, and then edit. I don't know that the editing is gonna get done before D&D. We will see. But I think I'm gonna pause and eat lunch while my cameras charge. Okay guys, I'm so ready to be done talking. I decided against doing the, I think I told you, my kit lineup and my perfect pair because I'm gonna see Andrea on Saturday, and if she gives me my order, then I'm gonna be like, so. But I'm gonna show you the 2 spreads that I did. Last time I showed you guys 2 spreads, somebody commented that I was giving Wednesday and Enid, and I fear it's happening again. So this one would be Wednesday, and then this one would be Enid, but Halloween week and CPC week. I think they both look really cute. What was not really cute was my planners falling on me while I was doing the video. I like just started the first plan with me and it like knocked the camera down. It was really crazy. It hit me, actually really hurt. But I'm still waiting on the shit to upload to the Google Drive. I think 3 out of the 6 are done. It just takes so dang long. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this one says 0% because it said like 13% last I looked. Sometimes with the Google Drive app, you just gotta close it and reopen it and hope for the best. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on that. That's like the first and foremost video that I need to get done today. So definitely have one other video that has to get edited today, so I'm just gonna wait on that for a moment and sit because I'm not feeling stellar, you know? And I need to not talk for a while, so I probably won't talk to you guys again. Oh, I made a fatal mistake last night after D&D from talking all day. Like, my throat was fucked. And I do think I have a cold. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take NyQuil so I can get a really good night's sleep. I don't like NyQuil or DayQuil. The active ingredient, it's like Dex something, something's like a cough suppressant. Doesn't agree with me. There's like, sometimes people are just really like sensitive to it. That would be me. And it makes me feel like I'm not inside my own body. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very drugged up. So, I don't like taking it, but I was like, well, I'll take NyQuil because I'll sleep through feeling like loopy, but I'll sleep good. Oh no, I woke up like 5 times. Additionally, when I woke up for the day, migraine. Like, couldn't open my eyes, felt like I was gonna throw up. Migraine. And I still feel like I'm not necessarily even inside my own body. I still feel a little bit like, so. We did get groceries, so I'll show you that in a moment. I forgot that Chris doesn't work on Thursdays, so it worked out great. But we just stopped for Panda for lunch. I'm gonna go eat this. And stopped at McDonald's for a soda. Okay, we're gonna go over the groceries before I get into working on new releases. We spent like $150 at the grocery store just so y'all have that as a going off point. We got a Diet Coke and a Diet Dr. Pepper. Wheat bread and white bread. Boom. Bell peppers. I'm actually gonna make the chicken riggies like sometime this weekend. And then here's chicken and sausage. Lunch meat turkey. Chris was running low on lunch meat. Heavy whipping cream for like mac and cheese and stuff. Ours went bad. Some car gum. Never seen this flavor muffin before, red velvet, so we got those to try out. We got a couple of blueberry left though, so we'll finish. As long as they're not bad, we'll eat those first. We got potato chips, of course. We were out of Pepto, and Chris got Burger King yesterday, and one thing about Burger King is it will give you diarrhea. Some Grinch cookies, I figured we'll make those tomorrow after we decorate. Some garlic powder, because we were out. A pack of chopsticks, because I told Chris I want like this Toasty Treats chopsticks in my stocking, but like, he most likely won't remember, so I'm just stocking up now. Chris's lunch Gatorades, 2 of them are in here. And then this is our favorite like flavor package combo for water. We're out of tissues, so naturally we got Christmas tissues. Necessary. This bag just literally ripped in half. Good. The rest of the Gatorades. As well as, this is the trash bags we get. We get these all year round, but they smell like Christmas tree. Penne for Chris, whatever he's making for himself. This is the pizza that Chris likes to have one just in the freezer on deck, and he was running low on applesauces, so he's been really liking those in his lunch. The impulse buy of the week. As well as these 2 things. Chris wanted to try the Holiday Creamy Vanilla Coke, and I wanted to try the Holiday Alani, so we did grab those. And then last bag, I've been in the mood for pretzels, and I saw that Dots has a barbecue flavor, so I got that. Dip. Alfredo for Christmas pasta. Lettuce for sandwiches. And cheese for sandwiches. And that's the groceries. That's what we got. much as I love y'all and love to talk, I can't keep talking because I'm unwell. I'm also so dizzy. The NyQuil was a mistake. Hello friends, it's the worst day of the year, November 14th. Oh, I cannot believe it's been 9 years since my mom died. And I'm only 30. Crazy business. But we're gonna make the best out of today. I had a bunch of books that needed to go to Little Free Library because they were like kind of shitty and or like not the first in the series. So I just sent Chris to do that, as well as asked him to get his breakfast. Start the day off right, but we're getting everything cleaned up in here because it's a pigsty. And we need to make it look nice so that we can decorate. So I moved all of the advent into my office. We're cleaning off the ledge. I just have our magic cards I'm gonna bring into the nerd room. Okay, and then Chris's hat can get out of here. My winter hat can get out of here. These are like Chris's work stuff, his hats and stuff. I don't know, but we're gonna get everything cleaned up and I'll probably check in with you guys when we're done decorating. The only thing left is the shoes. It's like so echoey in here now that like I've picked everything up, and then I've got all of the stuff to put on the couch because that stuff we don't keep in the garage. So works out good. I'm gonna move some of Chris's retired shoes back in the laundry room. Okay, then got lots of shoes and my ox. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a before of the couch area. Okay, here's your before. And here's the after. We've got our light bulb pillow. It's blue on the other side, but like red better. Santa, our Christmas tree pillow, our Christmas tree blanket. And now I'm gonna wait for Chris because his job is to bring stuff in from the garage. And then I start opening and getting things situated. But soon enough, it's gonna be a winter wonderland. okay. As you guys can see, it's looking great. We had to go to Target though because one of the things of lights was broken. So I went and got 2 boxes because I needed 1 box because I'm missing one anyway. Are these not turned on? Oh, Christopher. Oh, Christopher. There we go. But, so we got some lights. I'm gonna wrap some lights on that like metal tree thing right there. And then we gotta do the nerd room. And then I'll give you guys the final tour, of course. I went and I got a bunch of stuff for my bookshelves. It's gonna be video 1 of Bookmas, will be me decorating the bookshelves. But I got a little candy cane boy. I love this like little Gingy. He's so cute. A gold glitter nutcracker, a reindeer, a sleigh and mountain. I love those little like friend pal things, a peppermint and a gingerbread, a pink tree, a gingerbread house, and this plushie tree. And then some other things that I grabbed. I grabbed some candy for me and my friend Maria are doing like a little gift exchange, and so I did get some candy to put in there. So I'm gonna show you guys that. I'll show you this. This is a sneak peek. Maria's probably watching this, but I did get her this lotion because it's my new obsession. And I got myself a big thing of the lotion. It's called Caramel Cashmere, and it's like the best scent ever. There is a body spray, but they were like only had the peppermint one, and it was like this much of the bottle was like used. I don't know, it's very strange. And then I got myself 3 wrapping papers. They're all green for some reason. Got this one that looks like friendship bracelets. This one that has gummy bears with hats on it. And then this one that's like an 8-bit video game looking one. So that's all the things we got, but we're gonna go finish up in the nerd room. Okay, I'll show you guys better when it's dark out, but we did just finish. Chris is about to run the vacuum, but it's obviously gonna look better whenever it's dark, so you can like really see everything. Oops, I'm trying to zoom you out, but I'm accidentally zooming in. But we've got the nerd room, it's looking cute. We've got my nerd looking cute.
Oh, stop it.
And then my room's kind of messy because I still have to do the decorating of my room, but the tree. And that's that for now. How cute is this? I wrapped the advents in wrapping paper because I packed them in flat rate boxes because they're free, and I feel like USPS is already ripping you off at all times. But with the weight of the packages, it was like $5 cheaper per package to not use flat rate. So I just wrapped them on up, and I think they look so cute. I don't know why Chris is screaming. You're screaming. Can we like not talk so loud? So, got Advent done. So glad about that. I gotta make some stuff for Andrea's event tomorrow. I'm gonna see what time she wants me to her, so I can figure out if I want to do that tonight or tomorrow. But glad I got that done. The next thing in honor of, well, first off, this towel right here, Christy got that for me last Christmas. But in honor of Mama P Pizza. Dang. And Chris needs to have a talk with you guys.
Why?
Because he was being a 10 out of 10, sipping on haterade asshole about this pizza topping. And today...
Okay, what did I say it was originally? A 6? Mm-hmm. It's a 7.
You said that you were like being a brat. Yeah, I was in my brat era. It's whatever. It's okay. I'd still much prefer, you know, pepperoni. And we got jalapeno poppers to try. I'm hoping that they're cream cheese. They look like they're cream cheese. They don't look like they're cheddar. I feel like they'd be more orange. Mm. But I do hope that they're cream cheese because I do like that better. But are we going to watch a movie while we eat?
Yeah, that's the plan, right?
What are we going to watch?
Well, I figured you were just going to already pull up Polar Express. Isn't that what we do?
We don't usually watch a movie.
Oh, what do we do?
Eat separate?
Not last time we got pizza, we ate it together. Yeah, when we was Halloween, because we had that plan. Oh, I don't know. No, whatever.
Well, we're gonna pick a movie and have a good night. Hi guys. I woke up like 8. I don't know what my deal is. I've just like been not sleeping 8 hours and it's really ruining my life. But it is almost 10 now. I've been just dilly-dallying, honestly. I'm waiting to hear back from Andrea because today is her junk journaling event, but I don't want to be that asshole who, like, I feel fine. Like, I felt bad on Wednesday and Thursday. I felt pretty bad, but I felt good yesterday and I feel good today. I just sound like an idiot. So I sent her a voice note. I'm like, I sound like this, but if like you'd prefer me to not go, like I totally get it and the ball's in your court. So I just am waiting to hear back so I know if I need to make stickers for the event or not. Okay, so I think it's time for leftover pizza for breakfast. Woot, woot, woot. I have never done USPS pickup, so I have everything out there. It doesn't like have a time, it just has to make sure everything's out there in the morning or where you said it was going to be. And so like it's out there, but it feels weird just having like a bazillion packages just sitting outside. Oh my god, so we made like the sugar cookies that are supposed to look like the Grinch, and I fear they look more like a puppy paw than the Grinch, but hey, whatever you say, baby. The lighting is horrible. Diet Coke. And the 2 slices of pizza that are left. Remember, we get pizza. And I are each allotted 4 pieces. I only ever eat 2. And I have my 2 left over. Chris ate all of them. Chris is like a 50-50. Sometimes he'll eat them all in one go. Sometimes he has leftovers, but that cookie was delish. I'm gonna eat this cold and check in with you guys later whenever I have an update on what my plan is for the day. Okay, friends, I'm hoping the event and my voice is worse for wear. Oh, it's just so magical coming out here. My voice is worse for wear because of all the talking. So, but we had so much fun. Everybody's just so nice. Like, oh, and I feel like in my olden age, I'm not as great with names. So it's been taking me like a while, and I feel like an asshat for not remembering everybody's names, but I'm feeling like starting to get it together with that. And like, it's just like a lot of the same people week after week. So if you feel like you really get to know them, and that has just been lovely. Everybody is just so nice, just so nice. And a couple of people, Andrea encouraged me to follow her suit and have like a traveling sticker sales lady notebook. So I did, and I did sell some stickers to some people. And one of the girls who was there actually lives in my neighborhood. So it's like, we're like neighbors, girl. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, it was overall so much fun. Had a blast. I did not start any new junk journaling spreads because I had like halfway done a bunch of different spreads for when I was in Chicago. So I wanted to use this time to like really get those spreads together, you know? So that is in fact what I did. And now I'm making dinner. Is it late to start cooking dinner? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. It's quite late to be beginning dinner. It's 7 o'clock. And for me, that's pretty late to be just starting the cooking, but it's where we're at. And the way I saw it was oh my god, I'm sitting here like I have to have more yellow onions. There's no way that I can only have all these old ass ones. I found the onions, y'all. I was about to be like, Chris, you're gonna have to go to the store and get me some onions. But the way I see it is, me and Chris are, you guys, listen, it's embarrassing coming to tell you guys this yet again. We're trying to not eat as much fast food, okay? Because it's expensive. And trying to be better about cooking at home, it's just so hard with like us just being on different schedules, you know? So I didn't realize like how good we had it being on the same schedule back when Chris didn't have a job. So it's been tricky, but we're getting it together, and I figured if I cook now, tomorrow I'm gonna be having a big work day. And so tomorrow Hannah will be very grateful for today Hannah being good and cooking dinner, because then I will have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So that is what we're doing currently, is making tomorrow Hannah proud. Sometimes you gotta do it. And to make tomorrow Hannah proud, we're making chicken riggies. Delish. They always are. Basically my specialty at this point. Like, where's the bowl that I like to use for this? I think it's this one. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So, get this boiling so we can get the noodles cooking. And yeah, so I'm just gonna make dinner. You guys have seen me make this 1,000 times. You don't need to see it again. Hello friends, how art thou? I don't think I could have slept worse if I tried. So, I got home yesterday, cooked dinner like I told you guys. You're well aware of that. And I'm having this issue where, I'm pretty much just not hungry at all. And then I'm so stuffed up that like nothing tastes good. So it's just really devastating times, you know what I mean? Because I'm just feeling like a bag of shit. Love it. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to, I got a couple more orders since I printed orders yesterday, because I did print orders yesterday, and so we've got a handful more that I'm gonna pack or print. I'm gonna get as many of these orders. Actually, I think I'm gonna not print those. I'm gonna work on these and then see where we get. I need to pull foil and do customs today, and then we'll see what we have time-wise. We're leaving, I believe, Thursday for Dallas, so I need to get everything print, cut, and foiled for the new releases. I can't film that video yet because I'm still waiting on most of my shop swaps. So waiting on those, whatever. I'm probably gonna walk down to the mailbox today to see if anything's in there. We did our first pickup from USPS to have them pick up the Advent stuff, and that worked out really well. So I came yesterday and did that. These pretzels are banging. They're flavor blasted, so I've been able to eat those and they've been tasty. But I'm just so congested that, like, ugh, it's just annoying. Also, new journaling card alert going out now in orders. We have Miss L in preparation for the new season of Stranger Things. But yeah, I'm hoping that depending on, it's currently, I don't know how much customs were in these orders. I did not really check. That's really going to be the deciding factor of how much I'm able to get done today, is because customs always take so much longer than I think they're going to. But I'm gonna get picked up because my office is a pigsty. The last bit of Maria's Christmas present came yesterday. I think that's what this is. Can't show you guys because I think this video will probably come out before this package gets to her. But I gotta wrap up this last bit and then I can wrap up her package. Get that out of the way. Yup. Perfect. Fit right in the top of there. And yeah, so I'm actually gonna do that first and foremost. I like kind of want to eat something, but simultaneously like don't. I don't really know. Chris should be at work by now, but the thing is that it's actually so funny. They texted him yesterday and they're like, hey, like, can you actually come in at 12:30? He's like, yeah, sure. And literally this all probably happened within like 30 minutes. You guys are gonna have to just like not really see me while I wrap this because it's the secret. But then they were like, they texted him again and they're like, oh, JK, come in at your regular time. And he's like, okay. And then they texted him again and they were like, oh, JK, actually, can you come in at 12:30? The last time we're gonna change it. So he's going in a little bit later today, which is like fine. I do feel like it does, I just to get into the groove of things, and I know like whenever this is the case, I have to like stop and do this, and I don't know. I just feel like I can't get into the groove until he's gone, but it's all good. It is all good. You guys can come and see me now because it's mainly wrapped up, but I guess I couldn't put you guys like this the whole time. As you can see, the like foil area is a mess. So I do need to clear off the top so I can pull foil. I'm not gonna pull foil with you guys, mainly because talking is a bit exhausting currently. So I am trying to like not really talk as much because I did a lot of talking yesterday. And oh my god, I do have to tell you though, I think I had like the worst night's sleep of my life. I literally was like actively trying to fall asleep from like midnight 30 until 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I woke up at like 8:30 and I just kept trying to go back to sleep because I'm like, y'all, 4 hours is not enough. And then at like 9:30 I gave up because it just wasn't happening. I just was not, you know? So I gave up on trying to sleep because it was clearly not happening. Then I was gonna put some colored tissue on top. to really close up package. And then I'll weigh it and see if it's cheaper to do flat rate or if I just wrap it in wrapping paper and send it. Because USPS is a scam. Or USPS, yeah, USPS. Oh, but I'm gonna get picked up and get a drink and get started on pulling foil. Okay guys, it's like 11:30. I finished pulling foil. I didn't need to order anything, which is so good. So good. I would love if I could do the customs and get all these orders done today. There is a chance if I work late, which I might, I forgot to put the lunch meat away. I just made Chris's lunch like 3 minutes ago, so it's all good. But if I work late, there is a pretty good chance I'm gonna heat myself up some chicken riggies for lunch because I wanna just be like fueled and ready to go. I will probably do customs and possibly post customs take a hair wash shower. I'm taking kind of a lot of them, but it just feels so good with my congestion. But that's kind of up in the air. I'm not positive on that, but I would feel on top of the world if I could do that, because then I would be like a full day. I have it scheduled for it to take me through tomorrow, but there's a world where I can get them done today, or at least 90% would be really good. There's a decent amount of orders, but I think only 2 of them exceed $100. And I think the rest of them are below 100, which means easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl for working on them. It shouldn't take too terribly long. I don't really know how long to put this in for, so 2.5 minutes is usually like my go-to. But staying up late yesterday to make dinner, I think, set me up for success today, because now I have easy lunch. And I'll probably eat it again for dinner just because it's easy. But if I'm able to just get everything done today, then tomorrow I can do the new release stuff. There's a couple of things I still need to do listing photos for because I literally forgot about them. And then, basically, Andre and I are going to Dallas. We're going for a board game convention, but we're also going to 2 junk journaling events. So I do need to organize my junk journaling stuff because it's not looking good. And additionally, what was I gonna say? My brain. She's vending. I want to make freebies for at least the event of 40 people, the one of 60 people, possibly. It just depends on how much time I have, you know? So, but it's good promotion, so we will see how it goes. But yeah, Chris is getting ready to leave. I turned on the Christmas tree. Oh, it just brings me so much joy. I just wanna hug her. I love her. This is the ornament I bought at my first ever like Disney trip as an adult, and I still love her, truly. My dad does not watch my videos, but I do have an extra stocking. I need to buy an extra stocking hanger to hang my dad's stocking for whenever he comes. And then I'm gonna get him. I have my sister doing the investigative journalism of figuring out what size pajama pants he's gonna wear. Because whenever I go to get me and Chris our matching pajama pants, I'm gonna get him a matching pair too, so we can all watch them. And he was saying how, because he's coming on January 6th, and he was saying how beautiful my decorations are, and it's getting him in the holiday spirit, blah, blah, blah. Which is actually wild for him, because he's very like, we don't decorate till after Thanksgiving. He used to be. He has come around since like we do it as like a memorial for our mom. Like, he's gotten on board with it. But yeah, I definitely think that this is probably the perfect amount of time to cook once I stir it. Yeah, that looks good. Good, good, good. So basically, I don't know if I told you guys this, but Andrea came up with this idea and I thought it was absolutely perfect because I haven't spent Christmas with my family since 2021. So we're gonna not open our Christmas gifts for my dad, and like his main Christmas present was the trip. But I'm gonna get him like a couple of like little things to put under the tree and to put in his stocking, and have matching jammies, and then we're gonna watch the 2 movies that we would watch as a family, which is Annabelle's Wish and Barbie and the Nutcracker. And then I'm gonna make the Christmas breakfast that he usually makes, even though he doesn't really like it. I'm still gonna make it for the mems. And I just think it'll be like a really sweet thing. My dad's a very like emotional person, so I think he'll really like it. So excited about that. But I'm gonna catch up on some Love Island Australia, and I've got like 2 episodes I need to watch while I eat and do customs. I'm hoping to be done eating around noon. It's 11:40, and then if I can finish customs by like 2 or 3, that would be great. And then I don't think I'll probably get done with orders, but I think I'll be able to get pretty close. So that's that. Okay, it's 3:30, so it took me a little bit longer, but honestly, I kept having to pause to go do reading updates because I kept DNFing my books. I DNF'd 2 books. Listen, so I had to go update all of my various reading vlogs. Then the book I was gonna start is only available on Audible, so I'm gonna either have to wait for my Audible credit or just listen or just read it physically, which is fine. I just can't do that right this moment. So yeah, it's been a chaotic afternoon to say the least. So now I'm done with that. I figured out how many October freebies I need. Only like a handful, I think I did like 8 or something stupid. So I need to make a couple more. So those are on the cutting machines right now, but I figured we'd go over the first 5 orders and their freebies. Casey from MA, Massachusetts, I believe, got Domi's freebie, which is super cute string lights, and you're gonna get that in matte bronze. With a little dragon with a balloon. Very cutesy. Then we will move right on into the next one, which is Sierra from Pennsylvania. Sierra wants Laura's freebie, so you're gonna get that in violet. It's like football themed. And your freebie is going to your other random sticker freebie is gonna be this little mushroom house. After Sierra is Erin from Iowa. And Erin wants Andrea's freebie, so you will get that in gold. Here she is. And the random sticker is gonna be like this cluster of like outer space stuff. Very cute. And then Casey from Texas did not pick a PR freebie, so Casey and a balloon animal. So that's where we're gonna start. I'm hoping to get most of the way through orders today. That would be amazing, but we'll just go until we can't go anymore. Chris did call me that he only has like, he has very few, like basically like the length of their day of work is highly affected by how many stops they have on their route. And Chris is like, yeah, so like I only have 60 stops. So it was like a whole thing, because again, like I told you, they kept changing what time for him to come in, and then they called him and were like, hey, by the way, somebody called in, so can you just like come now? And it was like about 10 minutes before he was gonna leave, so it was like whatever, but I'm just like, y'all get it together. But I'm gonna get the rest of these October freebies cut. It's actually a sheet I had accidentally printed, so it's just like not going to waste, which we love to see. I'm now listening to like a thriller book. I don't know, I think part of the issue is I'm so like right now that I feel like I can't focus. But you know, so I'm gonna work for a few hours, then we'll probably do another feeding and then keep working. I'm not being very productive today. I'm feeling very scatterbrained, but it's fine. Well, I've been very productive, that's a lie. I need to give myself credit. But I did just get an Amazon package. It's a book, shocker. But this book was on sale for like $7, and it's the book that I need next. And it is the Blueberry Muffin Murder by Joanne Fluke. If you guys don't know, I have a series on my book channel, which is always linked down below. It's Hannah's Reading Realm. And I'm going through in chronological order and doing a little folded page, but it's fine. Spoiler-filled reading vlogs on this entire series. I've only done 2 so far, and I really want to get to doing 1 a month or 1 every other month because there's 30 books, and I've only done 3 in a year, and I don't want this to be a 10-year project. But in these books, there are recipes, and so in my video, I go through and I read the book as well as make for sure the recipe on the cover, so I'll for sure be making the blueberry muffins as well as 1 or 2 others. I know in some of the later books there's some savory recipes because I have made one. So far I've not come across anything savory, and it's just me and Chris, so I can't make too many baked goods or they will go to waste. So you guys are getting the preview. See what's in this. Peanut butter melts. Sounds okay. Doesn't sound bad, doesn't sound amazing. Obviously, blueberry muffins are going to be made because it's the title of the book. We've done the chocolate chip cookie one and the strawberry shortcake one. The strawberry shortcake was really good. So were the cookies. I made like some brownie thing that was like not that great. Twin chocolate delights. I don't really think so because the last chocolate thing I made last time I didn't really like too much. So also the later recipes I feel like have more recipes in them. Little snowballs, butter, powdered sugar, vanilla, nutmeg, salt, nuts. I'm not super into nuts, so probably not that. Grilled cream cheese sandwiches. Bread, grilled cheese, and butter. I mean, maybe. It's pretty easy. We do have a savory one, though, so that's fine. White chocolate supremes. I hate white chocolate. I think it's disgusting. Short stack cookies. Oh my god, are these like... Oh my god, yeah, that's like pancake flavored cookies. That sounds delicious. Yum. Also, this is the Hannah Swenson Murder Mysteries. Like, the main character's name is Hannah, and so I just think it's fun. And then, multiple choice cookie bars. You pick some things. Oh, here's the index. Did I miss anything? So maybe we'll do the grilled cheese, the short stacks, and the blueberry muffins. So, keep your eyes peeled. This is going to be in Vlogmas, so... if you're interested in seeing that, it's very fun. And the videos are usually quite long, so because they're like spoiler filled, so you can just put it on in the background and vibe. Okay guys, we're taking a little break to reheat up some of this one set of lights is not on like the right timer as the rest of them. Also, I couldn't find the lights that go there, so that's just tragic, but we're gonna have a little bit of a deja vu and heat up some pasta. It's going, it's going. I am, you know, killing it, of course. I think realistically, I was being a bit too ambitious this morning with factoring in how I'm feeling. So, my plan is to get 1/3 of the orders done today. Because if I can get 1/3 of the orders done today, not even starting working on them till like past 3 o'clock, it'll be literally no thing to get them done tomorrow. So, I think that is a freaking fantabulous plan. If you ask me, it's gonna work out wonderful, swimmingly, stellar. and I love it. And I am killing it, basically. But I'm just gonna heat this up, eat it, and then I think I'm gonna take a hair wash shower because I did want to do that to clear out my face a little bit and then get back to work. So, I don't know. So that's my plan. My plan was to work till like 9 or 10 and it's like 5 something right now. So I've got plenty of hours to get through some more orders. But of the next chunk, it's the 2 biggest orders, or 2 of the 3 biggest orders in this chunk of orders. So naturally that's gonna take a little bit longer. And that, my friends, is everything for this video. So if you could drop a Christmas emoji down below, that would be great. I'll see you next time. Bye.